Okay guys, we're back. As always, this is Jane, and we're playing SpaceChem. Uh, this is where we left off with hydrogen and nitrogen. We're trying to make ammonia, and we're going to get a single nitrogen, and then we're going to have to try to bond 3 hydrogen atoms around it. So, as always, the first step is going to be to get our inputs situated and figure out where the molecules come into play. So it looks like here we're going to grab, and here we're going to grab. So I think my main plan is to get a bond in one shot. So what I think I want to do is to drop the nitrogen here, excuse me, and we'll put a sink there just to make sure that, man, I really need to get a drink of water or something. Okay, so we're going to drop the nitrogen here, or I think we might, yeah, let's move this down 1, and we'll drop it here. I kind of want to have some room. So we're going to grab here, and drop. How are we going to grab? Like, I know we can get multiple inputs, no problem. But then grabbing, I think this is the only place that we would be able to grab it. Let me see, let me try. Well, I suppose that we could do a bond, rotate, bond. Like, we could have this be a loop. That might work. So, let's say we did that. We want our sink here. Alright, so oh, but this isn't going to rotate. Huh. Alright, go back to this and change this to a bond. So we're going to input, grab, drop, and then that's it. We're just going to wait. This one, we need to get our input, grab it, going to bond it. Then as it comes back around, let me see, we can rotate this. Let's see, we rotate this way. I don't even know. Let me rotate it the other way. And then we can drop it. grab it. Let's see where that gets us. Let's see where that gets us. Alright, so we gotta rotate the other way then. Alright, so we're holding on to the N, the nitrogen. We're gonna come around and we're gonna get this input here. This is where it's gonna mess us up. Unless we can, yeah, because we don't have to grab here, we can bond instead. Alright, so I think drop, grab, come up around the top, get another input. If we do that, we're gonna have to bond them all right there. This is definitely interesting. I don't know, I feel like I had it right the first time. I think I'm gonna have to somehow alright, so it'll wait right there. Now if we get an input, grab it, drop it. Oh man. I don't know, I'd like to know if we could get multiple. Where is oh, because it didn't drop. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably in the same spot every single time. That's gonna be kind of what, yeah, it kicks me. That's gonna be what kicks me in the rear. Um, I think what I'm gonna do is instead of grabbing here, let's see, move this up. We get our input. We grab. We get, let's see, a bond. Then another bond. Alright, so that gets us here. And then rotate, rotate. Hopefully that gets us, well, we're here, right? And come in here. Oh, wait a minute. If we're here and it continues up, we're going to be in some trouble. Okay, we're here. Okay. So if we're here, should be here. We don't need to rotate again. Instead, we can just bond here. And then we would just have to, okay. So, bond again here. And then we start working our way towards the output. Alright. So I think this is where we need to get another input, and then here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think there should be another input here, but we need a rotation in here because of this pause. And gotta add that sync in there. So then there should be, I believe, another rotation and then another input. Let's see where that gets us. I wish there was like a slow mode on this. Oh, okay, this is hitting it prematurely. I'm just going to move these down to see where that puts us. Oh, because it doesn't have anything, it's moving faster. Okay, that one was too slow. So I think these rotations aren't going to help any because it doesn't have a molecule to rotate. That sucks. Again, it didn't. Let me see. Alright. I think I know. Let's see. Let's change these out for syncs. So we have a blue sync here, blue sync here. So we're going to have, let me see here. Yeah, blue sync. So then we have the input. sink, input sink, input sink. Alright, let's see if that does what we want it to. So now this is waiting for the sink, it's already input. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Input. Okay, so we need to input bond sink. Input bond sink, input bond sink, input bond sink. Let's see. It's probably still not going to be timed. And oh, maybe. Input bond sink. Okay, so we're inputting here too soon. So this needs to be moved back. It's probably too far back. Input bond sink. So that's going to rotate and move up to the next sink. Alright, so we can probably put the input here. So move that up. Move that up to here. Oh. There we go. Alright, see if that fixes it. Let's see. Input bond sink. Input bond sink. And that's it. Alright, so we can, let's see, I think we can move this up. And then we can put another sink in here for the finish. And I think it was upside down. So and then we'll drop it here. Output. And final sink. Let's see what that gets us. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Piece of cake, huh? Alright. So it looks like we did a little bit better than average. I mean, this dip here would probably be leveled out. So it'd probably be, you know, closer to around here. A little bit better in the symbols used. We didn't use as many symbols as most people. All in all, not bad. Not great, but not bad. And that one was pretty quick, so we'll just move right on to the next one. What do we have here? We got 2 hydrogen and a double bonded oxygen. Oh wow. We're gonna have to remove one of the oxygen bonds and completely remove the hydrogen bonds. Wow. I almost would think that it would be easier if we got the hydrogen and oxygen to be bonded in a four-way split, and then removed the oxygen bonds, rotated let's see. Oh wow, I don't even know how to go about this because again we only have 4 of these. I mean really, like, you might have to do the bonds and the braking. Oh boy, alright. Okay. So this is the oxygen. We're going to want to move it. Let's see. Alright, so we can drop it, I guess. Start there. We'll start with that. And then right after that, we can remove a bond. Let's see this one. Let's see. I wonder what happens. Okay, I'm going to want to do this later. So we're just going to leave that out of the way for right now. I want to know, because if we can break a bond here and have drop one of the hydrogens here, then we can simply drop the other one here without much trouble. So we're going to grab and then we want to, let's see, stop, rotate. I think we want to rotate this way, I think. Let me see. No, other way. Oh. I want to start along here and remove our bond. Let's see what that does. Bam. Okay. Alright. So then we'll just move along here and drop here. Oh. And we'll add our sink at the end here. So that gets us our hydrogen here independently. So I think what we want to do is throw in another sink here, and we can use that here as long as that doesn't force the oxygen to, yeah, that should be good. Alright, we can move that along. Let's see. Alright, I think the best bet is going to be to drop it, remove a bond, add a bond, and then have the red Waldo come by and pick it all up. Or, let's see, well, we need to drop, remove a bond, alright, if we can time the red Waldo and this one at the same time, we can remove a bond and add a bond. Well, we wouldn't even need to drop it in that case. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Alright, so we got the bond in the wrong place. So let's move that. You gotta pay attention to where the red's at. The red Waldo's at too. Okay. So here I think is where we're gonna need to put a oh, let's see if that'll combine the whole kit and caboodle, or if that'll just kind of like cancel each other out. Max bonds. Okay, so what we need to do is drop here. Drop here, break the bonds here, and then we'll grab it here. We could actually move this up because we got, yeah, we'll drop it here for the output. Okay, so this will break the bond. That will add a bond. That will be our final sync. Alright, let's see if that does the trick. I'm so sorry, I'm really raspy today. I usually have a water around with me, so oh. Alright, so its grab was too quick. Gotta watch that again. Alright, so here is where we need the bond. Right there. Alright, so I'm gonna drop. Alright, now we just need to output it. Nope. Wrong color. And finalized sync. Output. See if that does what we need it to do, and that will be it for today. This one wasn't all too hard. Yep, worked out quite nicely. I think it's kind of interesting. You expect games like this, like every progressive puzzle, to get harder and harder and harder, and it just doesn't seem to work out that way. It just seems like, some puzzles are harder than others, and it's kind of like this mix-mosh kind of thing. Not to say I'm not enjoying it. It's definitely, I'm enjoying this type of game. I like puzzle games quite a bit. So we didn't do too good on the elapsed cycles. We probably could have taken that down a notch. But we did pretty good on the symbols used. Looks like the average was closer to 35. But I'm going to stop here for the... Well, we'll take a look. We'll see what it is. Alright, so we have a new saving reactor designs. Copy reactors within a production assignment by holding the control key and dragging the reactor. Save the reactor design to reuse it on other assignments. To save... Oh, okay, so we could... Okay. I gotcha. You can save the... So we've got some reactors. So I take it that this is the input. We got methane, and we're going to separate hydrogen and turn it into ethane. So we have an assembly and a disassembly. I'm assuming the first thing we're going to want to do is disassemble hydrogen off of here. And oh man, I'm really bad. And then we're going to reassemble that into two individual hydrogen into a H2. But yeah, we'll do this next time. This should be a good one. I really need to get to bed. If you guys are enjoying the series, as always, leave me a like so I know. And I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good night.